Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We're starting off a brand new campaign this morning with the Fire Giants. It's going to be a Fire Giant Necro themed campaign where it's all about sort of flaming skeletons. It's a combination I don't think I've ever really done before. And it's been a while since we've played as big undead. So, why not? I think, let's see. I wouldn't mind some lava on the map if we're playing flaming, but you know what? I think I'm just going to go with the unknown trait. I think we're going to do unknown, and none. And then we're also going to hit up everybody else on unknown. I don't have a pre-built trait this morning. We'll go with a large map on 8. We've been doing some very large 9s recently. Let's go with large map on 8. On brutal difficulty, and let's just make sure that we've got all the right stuff collected here. I like dormant seals only. Everything else I'm okay with. I wouldn't mind turning on Legends of Meridia. Yeah, let's make sure Legends of Meridia is turned on, because this adds in the faded regions and they're really cool, and I haven't really explored all of them yet, so I wouldn't mind that. Lava Lakes is one large landmass pocketed with lakes of lava. The Lava Divide, the Scarred Divide, the Void Divide. What I'd really like is continents, but with lava. But I guess that doesn't exist. We'll probably be doing a lot of underground stuff in this campaign, I highly suspect. Let's go into the advanced settings. We're going to leave on all the different ruler types, all the different realm content. We're going to turn off score victory. Ooh, that's nice. It actually remembers that we keep that off now. We'll keep shops on. Honestly, everything else I think is fine. This feels good to me. Just the old Legends of Meridia. Nah, no need to save it. Now, let's start us up a brand new faction. We're going to be playing as Ogrekin today. I haven't really done a lot with the ogres, and I feel like they're the right vibe. We're actually going to keep Inner Fire, but I'm going to pick up, and this is an expensive one, Athletics, so that we have the bonus movement speed, 40 movement instead of the traditional sort of 34, 36. So we're going to have some fast moving guys, and we're going to go with Barbarians. So the reason I want fast movement is that the Barbarians don't get a mount on their tier 3 unit. It's just a berserker, and so getting a bit of extra movement on him will be really nice, as it will also be nice on Warbreeds, which is gonna be a bit of the theme here. We're gonna pick up Ruthless Cannibals for the corpse eating ability, as well as getting access to bonus mana and food. That's a handy one. Mostly I'm doing this for the corpse eating ability. The negative alignment also, you know, that's fine with us. And we're gonna play with Swift Marchers, which I also don't think we've ever done before. Swift Marchers, really nice for Barbarians, really nice for what we're doing. All units get Roadwalk. We start with an extra scout. Barbarians can colonize with scouts, so that's very, very useful early on. We also start with Force March, which inflicts no damage. Routed units are never lost. It's a great sort of combination, and that's sort of why I went with the Athletics as well, because the idea is I want to be a lot of really fast moving Fire Giant ogres.
First tone of magic.
And then the weird thing is here, we are going to take Pyromancy, but not right away. We're actually going to take Necromancy right away, because we're going to be a Necro Giant. A flaming Necro Giant. Still waiting for a Lava Archipelago? Ooh, I like that. Let's go with some nice color here. I'm thinking, what speaks flame and magma? Probably more than red and orange. We'll grab ourselves an emblem. I think I was in some debate here. Part of me was thinking about taking the rune of fire here, the Fire Clan. The other option that I was also thinking about was just taking these ogres, because they look really mean. But you know what? I haven't really played with the fire emblem. I never use the emblems from the Pantheon, so let's do that. We're gonna play as a Death Knight, surprise, surprise, with a Bone Giant axe because it looks pretty bony. We're gonna be, I think, a skinny long boy with big hands. Probably like that. We're actually going to go in the daylight here. I'm going to pick a gross looking pale color, sort of an ashy fire giant, because in our last campaign, I saw somebody with this. There was a giant who had this blood on their hands and feet, and I thought this looks so good. I was originally thinking let's play as a red giant, but obviously this won't show up on them. And I feel like if we're a necromancer, being covered in blood like this just looks really, really fitting. Brings new meaning to the death march, right? Either you walk or you become food for those who walk. Exactly. We'll probably go a big-ish head. I want to take the big dragon skull. We're a necromancer. It's the right choice. We get the skull armor as well. And then I think for the cape, this cape's not bad. I was thinking this cape though. I like the little trinkets on it. It feels like some sort of magical wards. I could just go with the bones, but I feel like this is too much. You know, it's too obvious a choice. I want to mix and match, blend it in a little bit. These little guys, they don't merge too much with the bone cape, the bone dress we got going on. So we're this bloody looking necro giant. I don't think there is any armor color on this outfit. Our hair color, I was thinking black on top with some blood in the bottom. And when we look at us at darkness, we look sort of fiery as well, right? He looks sick, right? He looks very cool. He looks like a good necro. He's got that sort of fire giant energy about him as well. A little bit. Not too wild. I mean, I could go with something like the flaming core, but I don't know. He looks like too skinny, too emaciated here. So the question is do I want to go big giant or skinny giant? I think skinny. I think for a necromancer, skinny is the way to go. It's just so thin. So I think this is going to be our guy. Made his colors themes, not a society. Just chaos. So we'll do the same sort of thing with these guys. We'll make them fairly big, but not too big. We'll give them... This is my favorite thing about the ogres. This guy's actually got the broken horns, but because they have the horned helmets on the berserkers, normally, sometimes, they also have these big horns coming out the front. So you end up with these berserkers with 4 sets of horns, which looks really, really cool. I want to say we'll go with the dark red skin, seeing as we're fire giants. We'll stick with the regular body because it's a good vibe for these guys. And because these guys are not the undead, I think we're going to make them chonky boys. Armor color. Ooh. I think we'll go with a darkened steel. The black might be a little bit too much. The hair color, we can go red. Red or black. I guess black makes more sense. We'll go with super long tails. I'm going to give them the panther mounts because they only the scout has a mount. And I feel like that just looks fitting. And I wanted to go with the skin decoration. I was thinking about giving them the whole Bone Daddy look. Just the painted on bones. The problem is that I also really like the Ways of War looks. Just give them this painted, modeled texture. Which all of them look really, really nice. This one makes them look a little more necro crazy. Like they're blending in with all the skeletons was kind of my thought. It's a little hard to say. I mean, they still look good with this decoration on them as well. I just love the ridiculous bone paint. I'm pretty sure I've used it on a few characters at this point. They look absurd. Maybe it is too much. Hot or cold? Age of Wonders is just good. It's so good. I guess we could go with like darkened skin. And then I could paint the red on them instead. That looks okay. You know, I feel like no matter what the ogres do, there's a lot going on visually. I'm gonna go with the red undertones. I'm gonna go with the skeletons. We're gonna make them look ridiculous. They're being led by this big guy who's gonna need all sorts of names. I had an idea for him. I was just gonna go with Bone Lord. And my ridiculous name was Heltor Skeltor. You know, a little Helter Skelter. But also Skeletor. Really, it's about the Skeletor. My ogres are going to need a name, and my throne city is going to need a name. And I'm also willing to take any other replacements for these. Chat, this is your moment while we look through the ambitions, the AI personalities. We try to decide what I want this guy to look like. Dominator. Raise units after combat. Gives you a 90% chance of inflicting dominated on a target enemy. That's okay, but I don't necessarily feel like that's you. Conqueror summons Devastator spheres. That could be you. An aggressive tactician. All units in the army start combat with hastened. Gain an additional retaliation attack for 3 turns. Oh, I think that's gonna have to be you. Duelist, Explorer, Fearmonger. Yeah. Yeah. Raider, I guess, is one of the other options. 10 HP regen on the world map. Ooh. That ain't bad. I gotta take that though. Hastened is insane for the build that we're doing. And he's either going to be probably militant or demonic. Are at war, likes starting wars, dislikes weak military, dislikes good relations with free cities, driven by war. Breaking treaties, executing prisoners. Probably a militant warlord. I think that's kind of his vibe. Fleshmongers for the race. Ooh, that's not a bad one. Hellopolis. Go with the classic Necropolis or spices up. Bonecropolis. Hellcropolis. Ashheim. I like these. I like these. Ashheim has got that real like Nordic vibe, which is probably what we're going to do for the Frost Giants. I think we're going to end up with some pretty like Norse mythology Frost Giants. Seems like it might be the good one. Tinderhelm, Hellhole. I do like Ashheim. Let's go with Ashheim. The Fleshmongers of Ashheim, led by Bone Lord Helter Skelter. Ashenheim? Oh, you know what? That does sound a little better. Ashenheim. Yeah, let's rock it. Wither before Bone Lord Heltor Skeltor, the fire giant. He floods realms with lava where his fleshmongers of Ashenheim thrive. Imposing beings whose teeth can grow to sizes almost as impressive as their horns. Their boiling blood scorches anyone who dares to wound them. Trained in long-distance running, they are exceptionally fast. They believe one can only truly feel alive in the heat of battle, and tend to not be hindered by ethical concerns. They sacrifice their people to gain favor from the gods. Ever on the move, travel is at the heart of their culture. Get some screenies. Get some handsome screenshots of this boy getting ready to go straight to heck. I hope we get a cool map. We don't have underground adaptation, but there is going to be a lot of lava underground always, so we got a lava map. We got a lava map. A new ruler emerges. Explore your surroundings, expand your domain, prepare to face your rivals, and become master of this realm. Your choices will shape the new Age of Wonders 4. We got our Inner Fire Athletic Ogrekin with Ritual Cannibals and Swift Marchers. Starting with the Song of the Restless, Berserk, and 3 Strengthened. Whew. And Necrotize. A bit of Frost, a bit of Blight, Decaying, and Zombos. We already have Evil popping up at our corner. We're on the right side of the map. A beautiful place to start. We have a legendary location right here. Oh, buddy. Buckaroo. Oh, look at this sick location, too. There's all these giants up in the mountains up here, and it looks like a creature cave. This is probably also a legendary location. All right, so I'm thinking we go south and west. There's something here. This might just be a landmark. I'm not sure. I mean, this could also just be a landmark, but it looks dope. Okay, so I'm going to secure the bottom right corner of the map is what I'm going to do. I think that's going to be my play. It looks like we got some really cool spots down there. Less interesting stuff up here. A couple of gold wonders. We are going to be going for a military victory this campaign, which we haven't done in a while. So let's get the scout over here right away and start exploring. Our scouts can build outposts as well because we have Pathfinder. So I can focus on just killing things. Murder, murder, murder. We'll start, of course, with the storehouse. I'm also going to pick up probably an early warrior. And we also have a bonus scout here. So I'm going to send them due south. Have them explore. We'll set up our treasure probably with old skeletal reanimation, so we can get some bone boys right away. I've got 230 here. You've got mana, you've got gold, a unicorn, and a wyvern. We've got 250 up here in Spirit Hawks. They're guarding a large creature cage, which I'm kind of tempted to go for. Obviously, a bit of a tougher fight at 250. 4 turns before I get a warrior. If I fight these guys, almost certainly I'm going to lose a Sunderer. But I think that the creature cage is probably going to be my better bet. Certainly, I could take out one of these guys, get some early gold. So let's hop right in here. Missed the tail end of the Storm Giant yesterday, which victory triggered first. Well, spoiler alert, in case anyone hasn't seen it. It was the magic victory. Ended up being magical. You have Hurl Flame. What's your range like? 75. So you got to go... Well, you could go to any of those spots. The Unicorn is a charge character, so the closer I can get, the better. It's almost definitely going to go after that Skirmisher. Let's throw some fire at it in the meantime. We get the shield wall at least and keep all of our guys nice and safe. Nice! He actually went for me. Well, at least I think that's nice. Do I just want a berserk? I kind of think I do. You have heavy charge strike. Cancels defensive, removes retaliation, ignores charge resistance, and has savage strike. My concern here is if I berserk you, that you're going to not necessarily attack the right character. All right, that worked out. You could probably just shield bash someone. You're going to do quite a bit of damage. You're not going to do that much. These guys have slip away? Slippery? So I could certainly put you up here and pin. Which I think is a pretty good idea. And then, you know what? Let's stun him. That gives the shield wall to you as well. Canceled retaliation. That's a bit of a concern. You went for the wrong guy. But that's okay. We can flank you with the skirmies. Who are going to probably take it in the back right now. Guaranteed because of the flank. That turns him around, who he's going to get dogged. You guys could eat a corpse before you go anywhere. Flank them in the back. Get a graze. But then we'll pin them down just a little bit more. His berserk wears off. And he can come in and finish them off with the big axe. It's a satisfying look. Yesterday, someone said in chat that the steel of the fire giant doesn't work correctly. Did they bug fix that yet? Or do you plan to not play around the steel since you relied quite heavily on them in the last game? I mean, I think we'll see how they work. Yeah, I think they said, yeah, it might have been only underground. Gives the wrong tag to the underground tile so it doesn't get the intended fast movement, but above ground, it's fine. Okay. I guess I'm wearing this hat. Doesn't really do much for me, but looks pretty. And then we'll heal up here and go for those guys. Lava Runesteel gains Ashland and Chasm. Loses River, Grassland, Swamp Snow, Ice Sand, Cavern Floor, and Fungus Field. We'll see. Passport Officer Skeletor providing visas to new visitors. Ooh, Warping Wilds. So the map is going to change constantly. A Cathedral of Testament. All owned provinces adjacent to this ancient wonder gain +2 Imperium. Adds rock giants and storm giants to the Rally of Lieges. Yeah, okay. There's a wonder here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what, man? I could probably build on the far side of it. Let's grab this tower so I can see what's going on. You got a cursed barrows here. Okay. Lot of lava. The lava's not a problem because our fire giant can walk across it and he can build roads for people. You guys should definitely heal up another round before we get in here. So we have a pastures over here. Let's get that with the forester. A dragon's lair. Wow. Okay. You're going to give me a gold infestation spawner right next to my capital. I love it when the campaign does this. Truly the worst. This infestation will become active in 3 to 6 turns. Does that mean there's no one there right now? There must be. That is so cursed. Battle ritual site. Knowledge and draft. Speeds up research of new skills and tomes. I mean, that's definitely coming in next. We have some mana, it looks like, over here. Blossom orchards, food and production. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I think let's heal and then we'll take those guys out next turn. Every starting point has to have something wrong, right? The 3 contents of Agents Age of Wonders runs, guns, spiders, and dragon nests. Dude, the game loves giving me dragon nests. Oh, okay. I think I see why. I think all of the infestations are dragon nests. Sun-caught peaks. This is 2 landmarks right next to each other? Allows constructions of conduits. The elemental attunement. All elemental units get elemental attunement. Which is just a fancy version of Spellblade. Spellblade? Whatever it's called. City with 3 provinces adjacent to this landmark gains recruitment of Litharine units. Damn, dude. I gotta hope that these guys don't bother me. They are starting to awaken. So we're gonna get we're gonna get a base right here. Is what we're gonna do. This homie's gonna climb over this mountain and figure out what this landmark is. I can't believe this is 2 massive landmarks right next to each other. Can I rush you? 78 gold. Yeah, I can afford that. Grab ourselves an extra warrior here to help this out. We're going to be on home defense for, I think, probably a long time. Realm trade for dragons, though. Yeah, absolutely is what's going on. What do we have here? We have a wyvern fledgling. We got an obsidian wyvern, which does electrified skirmishing, and we got a slither hatchling. I mean, they're all skirmishers, so we might as well just get right in. Start tearing them up. Ow. Ow. No, you're obviously fighting him. You hit like a Mack truck. So let's let you hit like that. If you go there, you kill him with a flank, but you could also just go there, and then you're less exposed, less likely to be flanked. And then you could go here to get a little cover. Or, hear me out, if you go here, is that a flank? It is, though it's probably not going to kill him. Unit sustaining 4 damage each turn, stacks up to 5 times. You've got two stacks. Stacks up to 10 times. No, you have 1 stack that lasts 2 turns. So you're not going to die. I could just necrotize you. And I think that's the play to make here. Because that guy will probably attack the decaying zombie since he has a flank on him. I am correct. Domain of Mayhem. Every 2 turns, all units have a base 30% chance of being inflicted with Berserk. Is this on every fight? This is so good for me. This is incredible. If this is in every single fight right now, which I think is probably the case, it's going to be crazy. My whole build is going to just be about having as many berserkers as possible. Berserkers and warbreeds. Let's move up here so I can go for that creature cage next. I think it's a realm trait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Domain of Mayhem is a realm trait. Large Flame, Sundering Flame, Impactful Flame, cancels defensive and removes retaliation, applies burning, does extra damage, does a bigger radius. What else do you get here? Animated Fire Sword, Animated Lava Hammer, Animated Lava Bow. Ooh, interesting, a bow. A bow with reinforced conjured weapon could actually be good. I never really use this stuff, so. Rune of Power Fire is a chance to inflict burning. Surprise, surprise. 20% critical hit chance on trinkets. And on wands, it does Lava Runestone, which deals damage to enemy units within a 2-hex radius. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. It's just at the beginning of every turn, it does a burst of damage. You basically make mini volcanoes on the map. That would be a really fun one. I do want to be able to raise undead on this character. My idea is kind of well, he's a death knight, right? So he's going to be raising undead. I'm probably going to skip curse. I'll probably take infected summons. I might skip dark ritual. Because curse does ice damage, which isn't right for me. So I think I'm probably going to take like raise undead, zombie keeper. I might go wyvern keeper. I'll probably skip infested summon. And then we'll go into making him some sort of berserker with a big sundering sweep. It's funny because undead are going to be either we eat them and we heal, or we raise them and turn them into zombies. Let's start with raise undead. That'll be apt. An evil presence lingers in this land. I'm gonna need more troops. Probably another Sunderer would be the right choice. The Sun-Caught Peaks. Oh, this is such a great location. As long as this guy doesn't die right here, right now. I kind of want to build a lava rune steel and just get some lava going around. Giant Kings made the world fun to explore and discover again. Absolutely it did. We also have a Cursed Barrows right here, which is really good for us. +1 soul for each hero in the crypt. I didn't even look underground. This looks like a city though. That's lava. That's definitely big enough to hold a city. Oh man, if there's a faction under that, that would be not good for us. No vassal states nearby. I'm just suddenly recognizing as well. Or at least none in the immediate area. So this is every 2 radius. I think let's cast this in Ashenheim probably. Or maybe like right here. Start melting things down. 120 if I want to boost you. What else are we going to need? We're going to need farms, of course. Lots of room for gold veins, which is not something I feel like I see frequently. I'm going to build a farm here. I know that's like not the best spot to build it. There's nothing really on that tile. But A, I wanted to explore, and B, I wanted to work towards the cathedral. Our early things are going to be defeating an infestation gets you units based on infestations defeated, which is going to be dragons. Spicy. That's extremely spicy. Now, dragon layers are gold, which offers its own challenge, but I'm going to grab another Pathfinder. Let's grab this army, and then we'll come up here and we'll fight these guys. I am correct. Domain of Mayhem is on every fight. This is crazy. Stanley, hello. How we doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Giants and dragons and undead. Oh my. I wasn't expecting the dragons, but I really like it because we're wearing this dragon skull. I was actually thinking originally about doing this run as having my giant just be a very plain giant, and as we do things, add pieces of armor to him so that he sort of evolves, just because the giants don't get transformation effects on them. Can I auto combat this? I can't imagine I can. I'll take that. Already. An Entwined Protector. Wow, what a great addition. A tier 3 shield unit with healing sap. Oh, we got death casting as well on this realm? This is crazy. Dudes, we got a great realm for us. This is going to be interesting. Shadow, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. 391. I got 260 on a pasture up here. I have a blossom orchard, which is going to have somebody. I kind of need to scout out this dragon lair and see what's going on. We've got 100 here, but I don't know what's actually on the lair. I'm assuming it's probably going to be 1,000 points like this. But the thing is those guys are... Yeah, they're all awakening, so... Let's grab our early zombie. And then we'll keep hopping to it. See how it goes. Pretty good set of unknown rooms. Yeah. Yeah, and Warping Wilds is clearly in effect here as well. Or some version of Warping Wilds. Lava Chasm. 900 points. Yeah, you're too big for me, mister. You ain't worth that trouble. Forced March costs 60 mana. And I become exhausted for 2 turns. Okay. Noted. All right, what do we got going on here? That's a city. This is a Reaver city. You can see the balloons. And this is a tiny underground. All right, well, maybe I just build right here. It's not the perfect spot, but it's like pretty good. I need $100. This is protected by lava, so they can't cross that. I can, though. I also have good benefit of annexing it. This guy will come across to the edge of the cathedral, and then this other guy will take the cathedral and all of Suncot Peaks. Allows the construction of conduits all along here as well, so I could just build Mage's Guild here, which would be kind of really good for if I want a lot of fire elementals, which I'm pretty sure I do. Now, there's a tower there, but I gotta check out the landmark first, I think. Oh my god, there's a glinting throne here. This is a crazy start. This is a crazy, crazy, crazy start. If this is also a landmark, I don't actually know that it is. No, there is a... this looks like a free city down here. So this just happens to be a cool-ass looking mountain. We'll grab the Necros. We definitely want them. There's a blossom up here you can take. Zealots. So it looks like a Gaia's Chosen. Oh man, you gotta be joking me. So Gaia's Chosen is the unit type on this realm, which means that everyone on this realm has -4 fire weakness. Which of course is going to be our main source of damage. Who did we get from the creature cage? We got an entwined protector. Oh yeah, and we have zombies now as well. I'm willing to take a little bit of a hit here. These guys aren't like chargers, so put the entwined protector in the front because he can heal. This guy doesn't need to participate in the combat. You're probably going to be flank. Hurl flame at him since he's weak to it, and he's also the only one who can hit from range. You guys are out of range on your jabs. But you wouldn't be if I moved one step forward. Oh, you can't move one step forward. I'll take that. Is it worth it? No, not really, but we'll do it anyway. It's only my zombie here, so him taking it a couple extra hits works out for me. I should bring this guy probably back around if I'm going to do that, though, maybe. Eesh. That's a flank. You get to just hit for good damage, do some poison. I guess let's smash him. That zombie actually gets killed. So let's bring the Sunderers back. I'm going to have this guy plug the gap. You're going to go on guard defense. You have the shield over here as well. I could necrotize you. I could also necrotize you, and you'd probably be in a better position for it. He'll die next turn, so... shield wall, and 39, 33. You have 16. You might as well. Might as well just attack it. That guy goes berserk and attacks his ally in the back because he can't get to anybody else. You take a big juicy retaliation. You take a big juicy retaliation. You come around and don't do anything. You become a zombie. Throw some jabs here. Throw some jabs here. Now, the unfortunate thing is that guy is in a position where he's going to have to tank that right now. Unless I put you here. I put you here. I move you back. Correction. I move you here and shield bash, which he resists, and now he dies probably, but what's going to do more damage here? That's 24. That's 30. 30 versus... This has got the charge bonus. I think let's just hit him with that. 34. Okay. My biggest threat right now is we get some berserk characters. 30% chance of being inflicted with berserk. So status resistance is also something we should really consider on this map to protect ourselves from berserk. Just because it's going to be so prominent. Oh, skelly bones! It's time to get Sketlin. Time to get Sketlin. Oh, wow. These guys are so flammable. Farming minions. Hideous, sneaky goblins. Gross. Sweet map until the dragon horde starts snowplowing you. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be a problem for sure. I'm bleeding mana now because I've recruited too many skelly bones. But I'm fine with that. That's not a problem. You guys are good. You guys are good. You're gonna build this outpost. And then keep scouting. You have built your storehouse. You're working on the battle ritual site. So I'm gonna need mana. And I got no good way to get it. This is probably going to be farms over here. I don't know. What are my unique buildings? A soul well, a ritual pyre, which scales off of foresters. We'll get that from the Tome of Pyromancy. So that's going to be next. So most of our buildings, it looks like, are going to scale off of foresters. Ergo, ensuring we have some nice forestry areas is going to be important. This could actually be a really good forest area. You'd be a forest, you'd be a forest, you'd be a forest, you'd be a forest. You are not a forest. What's really nice about the lava rune steel as well is it doesn't burn down the forest in the locations. It just makes them dead trees. You know what? You're actually a really good spot for a forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Potentially more over there. All right, I'm gonna go double forester then. The forest is also just nice because it's a good blend of production and food. Boosts the early granaries as well. I will go workshop next. I reckon we're just going to be bleeding mana for a while. There's no way I can clear an infestation anytime soon, so let's just dump the Imperium into here. Fire Giant King gets bonus from the conduits. That's good to know. This would solve my immediate mana problem. You know what? Let's just take that. I'm going to grab one Cinder Conduit. I'm going to do another population here. And I think I'm going to grab this gold mine. Do I want it on a mine or do I want it on a farm? We're really low on food right now. I think I'm going to go with the farm. We don't have Materium in this build at all. No, that's true. We'll get a tiny little bit of Imperium later, but we probably won't be able to ever unlock the mines give +5 mana, so I am less inclined to build a lot of mines. All Giant King scale with quarries. Yeah. Ash Forest is now the same in all fire terraforming. That's good. These guys have woke up. That's not good. That's not so good. So let's see these guys. The free city of Brilliantium is at war with us. They are followers of nature, which means that they will burn nicely. They are underground adaptation moles. So I don't know what they think they're doing up here on the surface. The Lorf. All right, well, if this is not a specialty, there is at least this in the Glinting Throne over here. This is going to give me 2 Ancient Gold Wonders. What's Magic Victory on this map? 3 Gold Wonders? Maybe we'll find something tasty underground. I feel like I might as well take this. If I lose warriors and just pick up skeletons, I'm not really too upset about that. Channeling robe for magic resistance. Sure. Also, ignore 4 status resistance is pretty nice. More likely to light people on fire. So that other scout is ready in 4 gold. Let's take him. And I'm going to send him immediately underground here. I don't think I need any more characters. Picking up this Entwined Protector early on was really good. Obviously, he's very expensive, but he's also very strong, so. Is this guy stuck until this builds? I feel like he must be. How much do you think about boosts when deciding what province to annex in the early game? I would say quite a fair bit. Like, I always try to prioritize food and then production are my 2 big ones right off the top, because they just adjust like how fast you scale through everything, literally everything else. Food gives you access to all resources, and production just makes you build all the buildings faster. Some things start swapping around, like we're gonna need access to draft. I would like access to tier 2 here. We're researching necromancers, so the town hall 2. I could put ahead of that workshop, but I'm pretty sure building that workshop will knock a full turn off of this. I have exactly enough money for you. So I think we'll go with that. Lava Lakes is the trait. Single massive landmass featuring lakes of lava. We have an ancient battle site here, which will help us build some knowledge. Yeah, this guy is stuck, I guess, until this is done. It's been a while since I played with Barbarian Scouts, so I actually just couldn't remember that was the thing. I could move you fast, but 10 mana in total. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Get a little better scouting going here. So this glinting throne is obviously going to be very useful. And that cave must come from here somewhere. So my great fear is that there's somebody down here, but I don't actually think that's the case. This is all ashlands. We can build a city down here. We can build a city down there and not take any penalties for doing it. You'd love to heal, but I don't think so right now. 468 righteous judges. So here's like the one problem of the map right now is it does seem like spirit damage is very common. Yeah, spirit damage is very common, which is going to be tough because if all of our guys are undead, they're going to take a bunch of extra damage from that. So I'm not going to scale well against most of the world. Is spirit damage common? You know, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I guess if it's dragons, it's just like dragons in nature. And then we have Gaia. So maybe I'm fine. Worrying about nothing, perhaps. Ah! You gotta be kidding me. Otto again? We just had you. You were our main villain in the last campaign, and you're showing up again here on my doorstep. Otto the Discarded. So he is this city for sure. He's flown over this mountain right now. Let's scout this way. Yeah, it's weird. There does seem to be a lot of spirit characters, but a knight on an elephant? Oh man, that looks awesome. How come I've never thought about doing that before? That guy looks killer. You guys are zealots, Dawn Defenders, and Exemplars. Yeah, it's a weird mix. Here's the Necromancers. Target-friendly zombie or skeleton explodes. Brutal Mark adds Savage Strike on critical hits for all non... So this would be all my undead units. I think this is actually probably a good idea for us to pick up. We have unlocks the ability to swim, 150 knowledge per defeated hero. I think let's just sit on that right now. We're going to need a lot of Imperium. I want to get this to a city probably next turn, actually. I might not wait on anything. I might just make that a city right away. You guys got a 540 fight there. But it's for equipment. That's probably worth it. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. The Molten Scar. Entering a fiery cavern below Ashenheim. Your troops hear the hushed shouts of man, desperate to draw their attention. Shush over here. As your Pathfinder approaches the man clad in druid's clothing, he stares at her in disbelief. See the large figures down at the fissure? Those are Fire Clan. They've captured the beasts of this land, badgering them in cages, brutalizing them for combat. I cannot bear this any longer. This maltreatment must end. Whatever the Fire Clan intends to do with the caged beasts, it cannot be good. This action will upset the druid hero. When picking up creature cagers in this region, the rewarded unit gains 2 extra ranks, but you gain evil alignment. freeze them, but you get good alignment. Special modifiers. No, I'll upset the druid hero. This is a faded region. Uh-oh. Belsarius. You're also down here? Whew, this is spicy. Free the beasts captured by Fire Clan in the Molten Scar. Cool. All right, well, we'll scout it out. Map seems too easy. Restart. I don't know about that. I mean, we do have dragons we got to deal with. And we don't know what all the domain events are yet. Just out of curiosity, if I auto this, I live? All right, well, I'll take it. I'm being a little cheeky this morning, I guess. Letting ourselves cruise through some of these. I do need some protection. Which is going to be quarries. Quarries. We're going to need quarries as well. I don't really want to build up this way because of the dragons. The 1,000-point dragon armies aren't really something I'm looking forward to. All right. All provinces adjacent to this wonder gain +2 Imperium. So I guess let's just build this guy. Hey, Spears. That's got a research post. That's got a mine. Either here or here. I guess this is the best spot. $50 for an outpost, so you're just going to have to stick around. Stick around and find out. In the meantime, I'll pick up Knight on you. We'll pick up... If I want to go Chaos, I'd get critical runes. And I think Death Knight gets some really good critical chance abilities. Heals temp HP, gains hasten, gains 20 critical strike. Gains fortune. Incompatible with execute, but not incompatible with reckless rage. But I don't see any way that I could possibly get that. So I'd lose Sunder, but I'd get Keen Edge. I'd lose Berserker Rage, but I'd get Grim Executioner. Well, I'm under the impression I'm going to be Berserk all the time anyway. So, yeah, maybe let's go Chaos. Searing Strike is a bit of a no-brainer. And so we'll go with a Flaming Crit build. Flaming Crit build with a bunch of zombie summons. I like the sounds of that. I am out of money. I am out of gold. I want to build another outpost. Outpost is going to cost me, what, 10 gold a turn? But these are going to be my 3 cities. Yeah, like I don't need any more cities once I have these down, so. Reality, hello. How we doing? That dude just went underground. There's a Shatter Skull Keep here, and again, more lava lakes. Lava lakes and mountains in all directions is really, really fun and interesting. That is Belsarius. So, Belsarius is underground adaptation, which leads me to believe that he is right here. I don't know why I can clearly see a city border, but that's got to be Belsarius Warsmith. Or that's a faded region? I'm not sure. Yeah, he's got a bunch of guys down here. Searing Dungeon. Ward of Fates. Cool. I mean, obviously, we're happy to work with the Fire Giants. That ain't no sweat off my brow. Grizzly Bears to 300 and something over here. Why don't we move on them? $100 gold. We got a free thing here. As your troops grimly enchain the Grimbeak Crow, the druid from the cavern returns. This display of violence is infuriating. I am Varain the Anointer. Wild speaker and veteran adventurer listed in the Company of Lost Treasures. Renowned for their wealth, the Company of Lost Treasures is extending its influence across the Astral Sea. Specialized in hiring and outfitting skilled adventurers, they uncover and plunder the riches of ancient empires, above all from the ruined Jewel of Giantkin, Meridia. Often accused of shady practices, the officials of this company have repeatedly proven that their contracts are always honored. One simply must pay attention to the footnotes. I've never heard of these before. When I heard of an uncovered map that would lead to the Molten Scar, I knew the path was laid out for me. As a wild speaker, I know all life is sacred, but seeing your brutish actions, I feel doubt in my heart. Let the fool babble, he may still be of use to us. So we get a leveled up Grimbeak Crow. I mean, sure, why not? Nice, and I was correct. I knocked a full turn off of this this place. Mineral extractor gives us mana and gold, boosted off of a quarry. Vendor gives us gold. Shrine give me mana. All of you are good choices. Assault excavation, obsidian weaponsmith. 4 lava improvements. Per lava improvement gives production and knowledge. That's interesting. Could be good. Maybe not for this city. For this city, a Volcanist guild will be absolutely excellent. So I think we're going to have to go Shrine next. Sorry, I have to cancel that. I need this money for the outpost. And let's build you up to a city right away. There's no question that I want one there, so we might as well build it. My goodness. Oh, okay. Hello. Quite an army you're presenting us with. A messenger with an official declaration of the enemy Brilliantium appears to our throne city. To the Craven Bone Lord, you are the worst ruler of this world. Yet the other Free City rulers laugh at you behind your back. We're surprised you've not slipped and fallen into the void by accident. Block my growth. Receive from Re-Imperium. I don't need that draft. I do need growth. I'll take Imperium. Imperium always good. $500 versus 560 something. That's fine. Lose a skeleton warrior, get a skeleton archer. What a deal. You guys can actually move in there. We'll see how that all turns out. The Searing Dungeon, gain 5 knowledge per hero in your prison, increases the chance of capturing defeated heroes into your prison to 100%. Unlocks Free the Primordial Prisoner, a single-use action which grants you a uniquely powerful unit based on your adventure within. Oh, dude, I can't wait to do that. So this is, in fact, all lava here. We'll head to that. This bird I'd like to have him join my main army, but you know what, actually? Let's have him scout over these mountains. He's kind of uniquely positioned to do that. You're going that way. You can't really cross lava, so why don't you go this way and tell me what's down here? Oh, this guy looks boss. Arcane Governor. Steward. Conduits grant 5 mana. So this would actually be a really good guy to have in this city in the west because we're able to build so many conduits. He gets Protector. That's not bad. A Trollkin Governor. Foresters get bonuses, which is kind of good for us as well. River Trolls, Swamp Trolls. Win a siege against a throne city. To get Devastator Spheres. You're a Spellblade. And you're a Fortifying Governor. Trainer is nice. That guy really seems the most interesting to me there. I forgot that I actually had a thing to do with you, which was build an outpost right here. So I have to send you back. We'll do that next round. Basically a tool for farming heroes into dungeons. Yeah. Which... this gives us bonuses for hero in the crypt. +2 mana per conduit in the domain. Are you for real? This is insane. We've got to take that Arcane Governor. All of these can be conduits. Every single thing around Suncott Peak is allowed to be a conduit. That can also be a conduit. Yeah. That's 100% what we're doing there. That's going to be a mana city. You're probably going to end up being like a gold city because of the lava. And then you're going to have to probably be a forestry city if that's the case. So I'm going to have to focus on these forests for you. These forests, those forests. And ignore most of the lava, probably. All right, we got a really cool build set up here in terms of what's available. Obviously, everything is warping on us constantly as well here, which adds in a different layer of problems, but... you could not quite get up there yet. So you're going to go here. You're meant to be in there. You're meant to be in there. You guys are the Skelly Bones. Lupine Reavers. Athletics with pack tactics. That's really nice. So we'll be able to farm a couple of them on the map. Where go you next? There's a 400, there's a 700. That pasture is not a bad idea to grab. I'm worried about the size of these patrols. $300, and definitely not enough to take a Lucid Forest. Oh! Harambe! Look at this ape! Engraving of Focus. This unit's attacks gain ranged or magic attacks per stack of marked. Melee attacks inflict marked. Oh man, Belsarius could be bad news for us. It looks like he's really focused on fire damage though, which is at least somewhat neutered. Yeah, that's got to be him right there. So he's really going to be fighting for this territory. The good news is that nobody can inhabit this. It is one massive uninhabitable territory. And we're going to have exactly on top of it as well, so. Yeah, I think that's his capital literally right there. We may have to take him out early. You've rivaled me. Okay. You're going to just find some cool landmarks down here. I could use him to try and pick up some of this stuff in the lava as well. It's probably a good choice. So what I'll probably do here is... I mean, this is the edge of the map. I'll probably sweep down here, grab this tower, and then make my way up. Just so we have vision on what's going on down there. Harambe has returned. We can only hope. I'm a little worried this guy's going to try to do something like put an outpost down here. In fact, I'm so worried about that. I think we should be greedy and ensure that we have this locked down as much as we possibly can. I desperately need a shrine, so let's build that. I can build the Forest of Stakes. Enemy units in this domain get demoralized. Draft per adjacent forester. I forgot that we also get this building. And then we also have the Soul Well. Mana per adjacent research post or conduit. You count as a research post. You are a mana node. Here we go. If I was to build that, say, here, that would be a pretty good spot for you. The city of Crush Rock lacks a governor. But not for long. You're going to build me an outpost right here. Brutal Mark is unlocked. What else do we have here? Tome of Necromancy. Necrotic Magic, Rotting Explosion, and Soul Collection. Necrotic Magic's good for us. We'd want that. Soul Collection's not bad for sure. Rotting Explosion, I think we can probably skip. Friendly units in 1 hex radius get 30% crit chance. Vision and very fast movement for scouts. I mean, our scouts already have fast movement, which is pretty good. Well, I guess they're mounted, so they have fast movement anyway. I think let's just pick up Vision of Victory here. The crit could be useful. We'll start saving up for Nadok the Marvelous next. The city of Crush Rock is founded. Let's call this like... If we're next to the Sun-Caught Peaks and the Cathedral of Testament... I want to call this Sunstone. You're gonna need a bunch of stuff. Let's start by attracting population. I am gonna grab a forester right here so that I can get the storehouse up and running right away. Conduits all over the map here as well. This is going to be really good for us. Try not to burn all my cash. There's a Temple of the Goateer down here as well, which is great. And it looks like... Oh! That's a surprise. Auto City is right there. So that means that this is a totally other faction up here. So here's what happens. I need to block this cave. He actually can't get to it because those are both corridors. Oh, we're going to have to fight him really early then. You know what? That's fine. We are a hyper-aggressive faction. Fighting things really early is actually our forte. 400 and 500. Damn. Okay. Well, you're a bit stronger than I expected. So let's just keep farming up what we can here. No, let's fight that ourselves. They really only have an exemplar in here. Everything else is pretty trash. Yeet. Nice critical hit on him as well. You'd love to see that. I'm gonna put these guys in the river. Tossing the entwined protectors, these guys, the Sketlingtons, the other Sketlingtons. My skirmies, these dweebs. You can actually cast Healing Sap to heal that guy as well, so why don't we do that? Everybody else is low-key vibing. Chris Lauren, how we doing? My zombies get attacked. It's perfect. That was bait. Jabaited. Water is slowing. Free shots, grazing most of them though. I want to try to sunder his defense a little bit before we send in everybody else. That zealot is capable of getting on the flank here, so I'm probably just going to put you over on this side. I'll have the zombie tank the attack. You guys can't get that kill, can you? What if we necrotize him? I know I don't really have the mana for that, but why not? You... Wait a minute. You attacked 2 in a row? Heavy charge strike attacks enemies in a 2-hex line. Oh, man. I didn't realize that. His axe is so big, it chops both of them. Oh, my God. Another crit. If that's the case, let's actually put these guys here. Because then their shield wall will back up our dude as well. And I'm just going to shield wall with you. Lot of berserk just triggered. Nice. That guy attacks me and charges another one of those double hits. All right, our zombie's berserk. That's fine. Those guys are berserk. That's fine. These guys are berserk. Also fine. No problems at all here, really. Chuck a javelin into you. Chuck a javelin into you. I'm going to move and shoot so you actually have a chance of hitting. That's a kill, so I'll let you take that. That's a kill. I'll let you take that. And then you are probably going to kill him in a hit. Or surprisingly not. Eat a corpse and tank it. And then he'll probably just die on the retaliation here. Oh, he didn't even retaliate. He just stood there. He was like, ah, I'll let you have it. What kind of guys are these farming minions? which are... I wish to know what the farming minions are like. They are the goblins who have sneaky and hideous stench. I mean, I can't recruit any of these guys right now. I just don't have the mana for it. Blue-blooded Gnashers. Lupine Reavers. Human Knights. What are these guys? I haven't seen them yet. Merciless Slavers with Ritual Cannibal, Resilient and Hideous Stench. Okay. Sorceress Jackanapes. Are Quick Reflex Light-Footed Monkeys. Swift Marchers, Gifted Casters. All right, they make actually pretty good mages. Oathbound Chitons. Man, we got a lot of different races here. Swift Marchers. There's a lot of Swift Marchers on this map. Overwhelmed with Ceaseless Cacophony. Starborn Honorbound. Keepers of Knowledge, Experienced Seafarer. Power by Magic, Adaptable Arcane Focus. Also good casters. Alright. We didn't lose anybody here. That's 400 for a iron deposit. We'll probably go for that next. So let's find his capital. Ah, the free city of Kival. Hearthkin. Barbaric, prolific swarmers, experienced seafarers. Let's give them our Whispering Stone, considering they're the first, like, actual faction we've found on the map that we can do that to. I'm not going to bother explore down that way then. If that's the case, we'll just start making our way north. You guys have the shrine up and running. I can start building necromancers here as well once I have the money. Sunstone can annex. I think I should just probably take this right away. This will block him out of my territory now, unless he wants to trespass. And if he trespasses, we get bonuses against him every single time. Let's grab second wind to start here. Just so you can run. Oh, man, our economy is in shambles. You just beat a dragon? Okay, it cost him over half his army. 5, 6, 7. He's an 800-point army. Unfolding Mysteries. The intrigue is going to happen. Oh, that's fun. So we are going to get like a ruler reset on this map. Let's beat up these storm giants. Yeah, we'll just take that. A tier 2 bow, sniping Astral Bane. Magic Origin Slayer. But decreased accuracy. Oh, it adds decreased accuracy. That's not bad. And then I guess we'll make our way back to Sunstone. One guy hung on by a thread. Yeah, I noticed that. You've got the Cursed Keep down here. There's Forgeheim. Okay. 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 Interesting. So there's lots of good fights for us down there later. We are back in the green. Temporarily. Knowledge and draft. I'm really not drafting anybody right now. Getting food would be good. Getting production would be good. I think food is what I need right now. So we're going to go for the granary. He has all of this, so... Let's pop up this way, and I suppose I'm going to go over the mountain and figure out who these guys are. Tournament Hill. Belsarius has these watchers which fly, so he actually has a way across the lava. I am still missing my second hero here, and I have no money. Hurt. We are hurting on economy right now. Ah, he's building an outpost. I told you he'd try to do it. I mean, pretty much a guarantee. That's fine. We will not let that live. That's probably going to be my war declaration. Let's block off the rest of his troops in the meantime, while we heal. So you're going to come up here. There's so many fire giants in this area. Lots of lava here for this city, which will start up in a turn. We get trespassing against him. He doesn't have claims on any of these provinces yet either. Tier 1 units gain experience 50% faster. Yeah, I'm going to take that because all of the undead units, the basic undead units, are all tier 1. I could have spent that to grow, but I feel like getting the boost on these skeletons is going to be worthwhile. His guys are drowned recreants. Quick reflexes and sneaky, so they're hard to hit and they're good at flanking. Not great for skeletons, but potentially we have a use for them. I gotta build palisade walls. There's no walls on that at all right now. So if he does decide to come up in war deck... All right, his leader is completely by himself. I think this is probably where I catch him with his pants down. Distraught members of the Fleshmongers Council request an urgent meeting. Terrible news by Bone Lord. Our scouts have reported sightings of an army of watchers roaming our land. Bringers of death. Seeing such a creature herald 77 years bad luck. We must drive it away. Two watchers. Yeah, I can do that. Highlands revealed. Plenty of highlands, plenty of mountains. Your domain has been invaded. Your domain has been invaded. These dragons have invaded my domain. Great. You're trespassing. You are trespassing. Minor justified war. The longer I let that build up, the better for me. Sit here and heal. You're going to look for treasure because there's all this gold and mana out here that's not claimed, and I can just take it. I'm going to block this in the meantime so that he can't get through. You're going to meet the free city of Ketlin. Advanced skinks, draconic skinks, cold-blooded, tenacious, and poisoned. All right, well, I was correct in saying that there is a city over here. You have formed this outpost, so we got to save up here now as well. In the meantime, I can maybe try to scout down there. Guess that doesn't hurt. Sunstone is ready to annex another province. I'm not sure what my best options are here. Obviously, I don't want to go into the Dragon's Lair yet. I suppose going over here, I did clear out that pasture, so if I grab this as a conduit, I can pick up this pasture next turn, which will provide us some extra food. Still don't have a second hero. Man, we are really hurting on economy. Your guys aren't bringers of death. We are. Get your own slogan. I mean, we got angels and we got rats. We definitely look like bringers of death. This is certainly one mean-looking giant. Covered in blood. Out in the daylight. He just looks so awful. Big flaming bone axe. I absolutely love the look of him. He's going to build palisade walls. All right, so that's what I want to stop. He has claimed a province, giving me an extra 15 points. There's Vision of Victory. Here's our second tome, where we can finally take Pyromancy.
Fire is sacred. It is the beginning and the end. It is passion and destruction. It is life and death. Harness the essence.
There's just like one hand where it's like we go with pyromancers, and the other hand we go with magma elementals.
Behold the beauty in the ashes.
I feel like we should take Searing Blades first. Grab that, then go for that. Two turns. All right, I think I have to probably hit him now. We're being pillaged by dragons. Can't do much about that, let me tell you. Those dragons are going to take whatever they want for quite a while. Elementals are man, pyros are gold. Well, I mean, here's the thing. We also get elemental attunement in and around the Sun-God Peaks. And we're going to have a crazy amount of mana once this stuff starts getting online. The elementals are also better once they evolve and hit tier 3. That's the flip. This I'm definitely going to want. Let's start casting that right away. All right, what does this war declaration look like? It is now a justified war. It is a moderately justified war, which also gives me 10 Imperium a turn if I take it. If I call it right now, I have enough to kill Otto. Kill that guy, kill Otto, and then move on the outpost before they have a chance to recover. I'd get in there right before they build walls, which means I could just wipe it off the map. That costs him an early 50 gold. A pretty good lead. And then if I play this right, I could just start marching on his capital. I just gotta make sure I don't screw up this movement. So let's declare war. The enemy forces are stronger. If it's a war you want, it's a war you'll get. Call the banners. I'm gonna take just my hero here. Kill you. Probably a good idea for us to start raising skeletons. Even if I can't use them right away. Then you guys come in here, wipe out the hero. Now he can't cast spells. I'm going to raise another skeleton. Technically, this skeleton is raised out of his hero, which is really fun. Now, my biggest threat is that these dragons are here, but they're in recovering because Otto actually wiped out their wandering army. So we get a little moment to breathe. This is a layer of silk back here. Okay. I guess you're going to head up here next. You're going to head for that. I don't have a lot of money. I do want to save up for unlocking a hero if I can. Definitely we're going to need to start building vendors and stuff like that. Okay. Okay. Oh, Elemental's mana, Pyro's gold. Yeah. Knowledge per hero can be good. True. I just don't know that I have a lot of Imperium to burn right now. We do get road building. Which could be kind of useful. How does Swift Marchers work? All units gain road walk. Yeah. So early road building is powerful for us. That being said, there is kind of a road that already leads to the Wonder here, so... $600 versus $500. Yeah, but that's a good fight. Let's pick up that, and then we'll move on that next. You're not able to get in the range, which is a pity. I'll move him over here regardless. This spell is ready. Let's cast that. It is 12 mana upkeep, which puts us back in the negative, but not for very long. Let's go straight for this. Probably likely I lose some units here, so losing a couple skeletons isn't going to kill me. Also, especially because I can get some back. Now, these guys have sneaky, so they do more damage on flanks. And quick reflexes, so they're harder to hit by ranged attacks. So things like the mages and the archers work really well for them. Deathball 6 and 6. Skeleton and archers 15 and 15. I think probably the archers are going to be better options for me. Just in general. We get access to this outpost. I could capture it, or I could just burn it to the ground. I think the right answer is burn it to the ground. Because all these cities are going to touch. They're going to absorb this whole area around here. So I'm not going to like panic about that. It does mean I am going to have to start moving back over there. Let's not sit in Dragon Land. Though, actually, I guess they're recovering, so that doesn't really matter. Got scouts down this way. I got scouts up this way. Man, these lava lakes with the mountains are a crazy combination. I should start saving up some souls to get Necromancers. That'll be really smart. And I have enough to actually hire this other hero in the meantime, though. So, if he's still here, my Arcane Governor, who is also a steward, grow a city to 16 population, maintain positive stability. He's a mage. I feel like that's doable. We're going to need him to get a cool wizard's wand. Can we make him get any nice outfits here? Something that says fire mage a bit more. Maybe a hat. I mean, we could give him that, like, flaming lion's head. That certainly is a vibe. Or I could just give him the flaming pyro crown. You know what? Because he's my mage. I think I'm just going to give him the flaming pyro crown with the pyromancer's shoulders. He's got 0 levels, which is a bit of a bummer, but what are you going to do about that? And then we'll pop him in here. He can't do much in the meantime, but boy, look at that movement speed. We'll get him down to hang out with the rest of the crowd. We'll start giving him an undead army as well. No need to take curse, but we'll build him as a pure fire mage. And just let him do his jam. That feels good. That feels right. Love to get down some more of these lava rune steals. Seeing the magma starting to come out, especially with the magma lakes nearby. That's going to look really cool once it's all connected. You pick up that money, honey. Got another rainbow clover over here, which is good. And I guess like this Grimbeak Crow is actually good for combat. He's not like a super great unit or nothing, but he's certainly better than nothing. You guys are planning an invasion in 0 to 3 turns. $795-point army. 400, 5, 6. Okay, we're sitting at about 700 points. I need money. Let's build a vendor. Your vendor is not boosted, but I could absolutely build a farm and get you boosted. Let's do that. 5 turns, though. Whew. I think I'm going to need to build a workshop here first, just because the production is so bad. This is Belsarius popping out down here as well, blocking my passage west. Noted. I have enough to make this a city of fleshmongers. Let's do that. So that it has the opportunity. You're going to stay right there so that everybody is at least hanging out together. And then you're going to start making your way up that way. You might as well make your way up to this gold wonder. Gives potential for us to find another gold wonder. I really don't want to buy any more units. This forester is destroyed. But if I rebuild it, these dragons are just going to come right back in and blow it up again. So there's not much point in me doing that. You have 2 archers. You're a mage. All right. I got to build a warrior. 5 turns? Never mind. Are you also 5 turns? You're 3 turns. Maybe we can just find some undead. There's a skeleton to be had here. 2 skeletons to be had there. He is going to attack me. I had a feeling that was going to happen. This is a real bummer because there's a prosperity dragon in here and he's going to do a ton of damage to me. Out of curiosity, what's the auto combat get me? I think I can do better than that. Strong enough to do the quest? Oh yeah, we do have that quest. That's a good point. Radiant Rebuke, Radiant Spike. All right, let's at least move our guys up a little bit into positions here. He's got that heal, AoE heal. You know what? If I do that, and that... I don't like the idea of him dying. But we'll think on how that kind of works. Skeleton Warrior, come over here. Bundling up my units is not like the greatest decision here with the Prosperity Dragon because that Radiant Spike does so much damage, but he has to be like way in range to cast it. I'll do 1 Sunderer here, 1 Sunderer here. Now that everyone's around him, I'm going to do a mass heal. And then everyone else is just going to vibe. Cruzan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Everybody gets grace. Graceful Rain. You all get grace? Reign of Prosperity. All friendly units gain grace and lose 1 random status effect. Okay. That's a full charge on that unicorn. I can shut it down with my zombie. I can throw a fireball. Obviously, like, I've got this Blessed Dragon here, has a nice AoE heal, so me jumping on top of a lot of their dudes doesn't do me necessarily a lot of good. So I think we're going to play back 1 more turn. Put those skirmishers in there instead. Put you guys here and here. Skirmishers here. You were in range anyway, right? I don't want this guy to get double tapped. How much damage will this do? Not a ton. Gain 1 grace. I hate grace. Basically, it's going to cancel his grace if he does that, but then I'm going to get hit by these crows for a potential blind. No. Well, actually, that's not bad because this guy doesn't have the undead weakness. I'll take this. Give her the grace, add in burning. Let the rest figure itself out. See what they do. He is going to heal that. He's going to drop a Mark of Prosperity on you. I am going to get donked by him. Oh, and then swapped. We got a couple of berserks. Oh, brutal. My mage berserked. Not that he has much going on. Oh, that Radiant Guardian swap, though, is tough. What did you cast? Mark of Prosperity. Damage sustained to the link unit is transferred to this unit with a 35% reduction. At the start of each turn, this unit and the linked unit gain grace. On a Zealot. I can't shut down that unicorn. Oh man, he's got me in a good bind here right now. Let's try to free up these guys. That was a great critical hit. I could actually kill that crow with the skeleton archer. This is not worth... like, I don't want to be attacking these guys. Multiple reasons. One, they have poison. So, like, I'm going to take extra damage from them. But B, if I'm only doing... if everything I do is getting a 35% reduction and going towards a guy who's healing every single turn, it just is... it's like... I have to pretty much ignore that Zealot and just go for that Prosperity Dragon. Which is easier said than done. Yeah. Yuck. Oh, Balucco. Kill him. Second wind. I can raise him from the dead and give myself another zombie. Not sure he's the zombie I want to get right now, but... this guy's in defensive mode? My god, okay. I don't have much I can do with you right now. Let's move up. Chuck a javelin into his flank. At least trigger that. Maybe I'll shield bash him. That lets me get to the unicorn. With either of you. Now here's my problem. You have Radiant Grace. You'll kill that zombie, which is probably means you're more likely to do it. You could also absolutely blast that archer. Or that archer. Or both of them. Can you cast this if in zone of control? No. So what I really want to do is I want to shut down his zone of control. But I don't have a hell's chance of doing that. So I'm going to have to go after that unicorn. I think I might be better off just shield walling here. One hex radius gains fortune. I'm gonna necrotize you. Gives him decay, so I know he can't heal now as well. So not the zombie that Gotham wanted, but it's the zombie that Gotham needs. Absolutely. And Quattro, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome to the agency. Yeah, he's gonna go for that archer. That unicorn is going to kill my other archer. You're gonna go for that skelly bone. You guys, I think, can probably double team him. I'm fine with that. Form me another zombie. Let's put the entwined protector on him. Oh, you one-shot him on the big crit. I love to see that. That's fantastic. Let's move in here and try to yeet a javelin into him as well and start getting off some of those stacks. You might as well just start wailing on him. At least it transfers. We'll throw a javelin in you to get that sundered defense. And then we'll also hit you with a poison blast. That's great. So that's a ton of damage to that Radiant Guardian in a single turn. So much so that I could probably necrotize him. I'm gonna do that. We lose a zombie. Ow. Big boss takes a big hit. Zombies can attack this guy. You can also probably attack this guy. Let's, I guess, let all the zombies do this. You've got a good javelin toss right here. God, you've got so much HP. Disgusting. You know, I should have used more of my flankers here first. Because at least they sunder. Second win for the temp HP heal. Gain 30% per hex traveled up to 3 hexes. 1, 2. I have a necrotize I can finish him off with if needed. I was hoping for that crit. Oh, this guy can actually get in here. Fantastic. You're done then. Now it's just the Zealot, who's probably going to fight these zombies. He's surrounded by summons. My zombie goes berserk. My other guy, is he going to kill my own unit? No, the flankers go in, and then... Nice. Berserk works. Deleting a support is a very good life, yeah. I only lose skeletons. No problem, dudes. Happy to trade skeletons. What kind are you? Shedding Overlords. Tenacious, cold-blooded, poisonous? Yeah, you're really good for a skeleton warrior. High Priestess Cute Thulu of the Great Dreamer. We don't know where you are. The Eldritch Sovereign. I did lose the bulk of my army in this fight, which is not so fun, but that's okay. That was a Prosperity Dragon. One of these guys. They are gold. They are spirit. They are mostly support units, but they still do a lot of damage. We got a vendor over here. I am still hurting on cash. I think I have to go straight for that marketplace. My ruler has leveled up. Great. Ooh, I'm going to grab Frenzy. Obviously, the crit has been very promising on him. You're for sure going to grab Fire Revoker. No brainer for you. What would it take to build some sort of fire staff? A necro staff would also be okay. Spirit damage. Spirit damage. What about a fire orb? Lightning damage. Fire orb. That's all I have right now. I don't like this at all. He can stick with his I mean, I guess he's got a poison staff. That's still fitting. We unlocked 3 gold per killed unit type in combat. That is a good one for us. Yes, but 10% more stuff in it. Some kind of Heroes of Might and Magic. Yeah, it's kind of it's got a bit of a HOMM vibe for sure. 10 times more stuff. Yeah. It's on sale. I guess today's the day. I mean, it's a good day to do it. It's a fine day to do it. You got 400. You got 490. You got 140. What I'm worried about is like more guys popping up through here, especially. Oh, I guess we do have the Palisades here, so we have at least 2 turns. You've got a 420 over there. Blaze it. Let's go for them. Mostly because there's 3 characters here, so I can get some souls. I don't think I can get around here. No, I absolutely can't. You're stuck, which is really annoying. So this guy's just going on an adventure. My birds need to come back to rejoin the army. So we'll get them walking. Do I want to summon another one of these lava rune steels right now? You've 1 here. 1, 2. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Here would be the next spot for them. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then here would be the other spot. Otto is already back in refuge. So there's going to be another big army come up at me. And I don't really have the money to get rid of them, so. Really gets his pedigree from Civilization, but Magic the Gathering, but better than that sounds. Traces back to even older Masters of Magic. Yeah. The vibe is more Civ, but spells. Civ, but spells, but also interesting combat. Is kind of the vibe. Full mechanical customizability where you can Lego your build together however you like from pieces you like within certain boundaries. Yeah. I mean, it really is a role-playing game and a role-player's paradise. I keep forgetting that we have this Harbingers of Misfortune down here. We've really got to take them out. 120, 490. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this army, come back, keep healing. I feel like Otto is going to pop up. I might try to drop a scout down here, but then I'm going to fold back and go like tack, tack, tack on these 3 guys. Clear out all of them. I can't attack Otto realistically right now, not while 2 dragon layers are attacking my base. This guy's prepping an invasion. This guy's recovering. Yeah, I'm going to have to come back here like really soon. But we're 20 turns in. We've got a good little spot set up. We're surrounded by enemies. Brilliantium, Ketlin. We have the rats underneath here. We have Belsarius underneath here. We are absolutely surrounded by bad guys. I'm assuming Cute Thulu is up here somewhere. I think we are pathed out for war on this map. We have some great landmarks, some gold wonders already. We're going to have a ton of Imperium, which is going to be really, really valuable for us as we start moving into like tier 4 units and whatnot. But just in general, I think we're going to be swimming in Imperium this game. I think it turned 20. Let's cut the first video right here today. Great spot to leave it. We hope you come back on YouTube for the next one. Until then, bye-bye.